Hello guys, and welcome to another YouTube video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple screen recorder and a webcam recorder and video capture video manager, and also this is going to screenshots, and also to create a screenshot of the video you are doing. So here I'm just going to go over to the code. The code is in my the link to the code is on my GitHub page. So the link will be in the description below, so please you can go to check the full code out and then follow along here with the explanation. So here we import the CV2 and use the require module. This is the thing that I use. This is the module that I require myself personally. So this is another file. This is the filter that I applied to it, and this is our class we created in the other class. So before we do so, let's go into the code. Say we create a class instance here, and then we define the main window here. This handle the key press events is the window manager in this class. So back to here, the window manager, the class, the capture manager, that's capture the screen, and then we code it. So the run function is our main function that will run exactly when we start the code. So here we initiate the window manager, and then while it's recording we check if it's already capturing the frame, and then store its frame into a variable here, and then we apply the sticker that I showed, that is the filter that I told you about, and then we check if we want to exit the frame, and then the check for the processing events like the keystrokes and all others. So also this is our function to handle the keystroke events. So here we use the tab for screenshots, the space for screenshot, and then the tab to start and recording, to stop and start a screencast, and then the escape button to quit. So the key code is just basically here the key code, like the key code is just like a meaning in OpenCV. So every keyboard has its own key code. So when you press them, they turn into something. So the key code of space is 32. So here we check if the key space is pressed, and then we take a screenshot of it. So else it's 9, which is tab. We start a screencast and then record it under this name as screencast.avi, and then else we stop writing the video if none of those. So I mean, if it's pressed, if the screencast is already on, and then press the tab again to stop writing video. So else is 27, which is escape. We destroy all windows, which is quit our windows. So here is the managers, and then here is the backbone of all our code. So here we create the class manager. We define the innate function of it. Also we check if we want to mirror the frame, and then this to check if we want to preview the window manager to make it show, and also we check if we want to mirror it. This is the set of capture which will capture, and then you set the channel. We check if enter the frame defined as false, and other variables which is created, and then we also use the class property, which is the setters and getters. Here we use the class setters. It's the class setter to check the channel and then return the channel. Also the channel setter, which is check if the channel, we check channel the value of the channel, and then if the frame, if this channel doesn't have any value, and then the frame also is none. And then the property class, we create a check if we have a frame, if we are able to record the video screen, and also the property to check if we are going to write the image to the file. With this function, this method creates a screenshot And also this function here returns true or false, either we capturing a video or not. And here the enter frame here we check if we enter the frame, and then here, as the comment says, capture the next frame if any. But first check that any previous frame existed. Check if we're in the loop of the video frame. Then if you are in the loop, if you are still capturing the frame, and then you continue to read a frame, and then the enter frame is true. So here the define exit frame function. Check this, draw to the windows and write to files, release the frame. Check whether any exact frame is retrievable. The getter may retrieve the cache on the frame file. This basically means if the frame is not, if you are not receiving any frame, then set the enter frame to false and then quit the loop. So we update the FPS using this variable, use the time and the minus, the current start time, and also other time. So if the preview window is not known, that means if we want to draw it window, and if we want to mirror it, and then we create that we want to mirror it. So if you want to mirror it, you can adjust it here to set the mirror, which is true right here. So you can change it here. Also we create the write to file here, and then this function writes the image, use the file name, which is right here. So if you want to change it, you can change the file, you can change it here, you can change your own, you can adjust the name to whatever you want. And also write the video frame if there's any, and then else select the none, the enter frame also none if there's no video frame. And then write the image file, the file name, which is the file name that you created above. Write the file next to this frame to the image file, and then start writing the video frame using the function to set the encoding type to this. There are a lot of encoding type, you can choose the one you get. And then next we stop writing the video frame, and then we define all the variables to none to stop the video frame. And then we check if we are writing the video frame. So if you are writing the video frame, and then if you are writing the rest of the video frame, this, if we are not writing the video frame, and then it will return, and else this return does this, and then this will write into the video frame if you want to write into the video frame, if you want to record it. And then here this undo the key press events. So this undo the key press events, we just check if you want to create a window, and if it's created, it returns true. This also created a name window, and then it's also return true. This shows the image while we are capturing it, and this destroy the image. And then the key press events, we handle all of this, and this is what the code is to the key code. So this is what turns, see that keyword turns every key press to a key code. So let me just run the code and then show you the sample. Here I will run the command line here, and then run the code. So if I run it to stop my webcam, and then apply the filter that I told you about, it's going to show the filter. Sorry, it's going to take a while. It's going to pop up. So before it popped up, let me show you the filter. Here is the filter that I applied. So here I choose the corner edges here, the view convolution filter. Yes, this is the filter that you choose. So it's actually on now. Here, this is the filter. You can choose the frame you want, and also this escape, sorry, and also this is another filter. You can change it, you can use the one, you can change it here, you can apply any filter you want, which is on that right here. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to show you in the next video how to turn this into GUI mode, that you can use it using Python Sequencer. You can use it in the graphical user interface. Right, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.